taking the world record for Asters, right? 29:51. It was something like that, right? What was it? It was under. It was around 29.
Keep getting away with it.
29:15, I think. I'm bad at numbers. It was low 29 though. Beat that 30-minute cap.
29:11 is what I'm seeing.
That sounds right. Okay, we're going to announce a new game. Everybody ready for that? This one's only going to last 2 weeks. It's a short one. New category of game. I don't think we've done this one. Let's take a look. Do you want to read this thing I typed?
Long ago, an evil wizard stole the 6 mystical hearts and brought a terrible curse over Neo-Africa. The wizard put away all the hearts inside monsters and locked them inside a lighthouse so no one could retrieve them. Use axe or spear to inflict pain on vicious monsters like the plague beetle. Steal souls from defeated enemies to keep Harry powered up. Go, Harry Firepower! Retrieve the hearts and put an end to the curse.
I would say that you pronounced his name wrong, but they didn't spend any more time writing this than you spent reading it, so that's fine.
His name is canonically Harry Firepower now.
That's okay. That's okay. He's got a lot of spears. So we have an indie boss arena game. That's what this is. They were going to make a SNES port that looked glorious, but it never happened.
They never quite got it off the ground.
That's too bad. So you're going to be playing this for us, Arthur? I've beaten it before. It's not too long. It is fairly difficult though. It's not an easy one, but like any of these games, once you get it down, you'll be good. So what's really interesting about this as a speedrun category, I think, is that you can really optimize these fights. Like you could just be controlling these bosses really well.
Yeah, just to test the controls, I played a little bit of the first one, and it seems like you could go quite fast.
The world record, as far as I can tell, does not exist. I'm sure that there technically is one for whoever has beaten this, but for all intents and purposes, speedrunning speaking, it's not really there. I mean, when you get a good run on this, you're gonna have it. Somebody's gonna get this, right? This one's up for grabs. Show me that world record.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll start your clock while I do the website stuff.
All right.
Clock's running.
I'm hitting play now.
So we have a boss arena fighter. There are, I think, 5 floors and then a final boss. You have... I wouldn't recommend using the default keys. Use Joy to Key, maybe, to get the better buttons, because unfortunately you can't rebind them very easily. But they are 1 weapon swaps, 1 weapon jumps, and 1 weapon throws whatever weapon you have currently. So here's just boss 1, and like you're gonna want to figure out a couple things here. Like your health does in this game, unlike the last one, it does fill up after you beat the stage, so all you have to do is get there in one piece. Kill this thing as fast as you can. And this first boss is, I believe, Voodoo Lord or something like that. He is the first, and he has 2 phases. So you're already off strong here. I think this is mostly axes though, right? There's no way you're going to use spears on this fight.
No, the spears are way too low.
The spears will come in handy later. You're going to need both. So yeah, these steps, I don't know if they exist anymore. They looked like they were going to make a really nice sequel to this, and they never did. I actually picked this game up when I saw Kaz LPing it, so I probably tagged them in the post for this when I posted up. They might be interested in competing, or at least telling us about this. But that's an LP to watch if you're looking for one. That's one of the better ones I think. 3 phases! I forgot about the 3rd phase. Now you need those spears. So there's going to be a lot of how many cycles can you do these bosses in is what this is going to come down to. It's going to come down to the most intense part of the speedruns often is the boss fights. Here's this. Just the whole thing is this. Oh yeah, there is a Retsu Prey of somebody playing this game too. It was fairly popular back in 2007 when it came out. I was checking my fake watch with years on it. That's boss 1 though, nice work. You're making this look easy. So I think people are going to have a harder time with picking up this game the first time than that.
Alright.
Okay, this is Plague Beetle, I think. Sorry folks who are losing frames. I am dropping frames. I don't know if it's on me or Twitch though, but we seem to be back on currently, and I don't think it's me. So stability is just flaking. Anyway, this is the second boss. Certainly this will be on YouTube if you miss it. If you want to see us playing through this and talking about it. This is one of the bosses.
Hey, I'm gonna pause it for a second and adjust the audio because it is blaring in my ear.
Okay. This is a boss's only game, yeah.
You can feel free to. You cannot click out of the screen, by the way, with it paused. It does not care.
Okay.
It unpauses it the moment you click out.
I see. Yeah, I fixed the volume. So this is
it was so loud in my ear I couldn't hear anything.
This is a boss that is. This is really. I think a lot of time is going to be time versus skill. This is going to be a very skillful. Unlike some of the other speedruns. Where it's down to memorization. This isn't one of those. This is going to be pure ability, because this boss is a very good example of, are you going to kill him real quick, or are you going to try and get the health off the drops, because they drop a lot of health. Like, you can get this guy eventually, if you're careful. Eventually. He drops heals almost every other kill. But
when he's at the bottom of his cycle here, you can just go to town.
Yeah. But you don't want to grind health here. You want to wipe him out. I'm pretty sure he has 2 phases as well. But the second phase is the same thing. He's gonna spit a bunch of dudes at you, and you can kill him for health. This isn't the first time I brought this game up. I brought it once before when I had the Mystery Triathlon, and like 15 people who were late to sign up, so I had them all race this at once. And one person in an hour had beaten it blind.
Well, I'm gonna have to switch grips. I can't mash very fast in standard grip.
That wasn't too bad. That's boss 2. He's the first pretty tough one. They're all fairly difficult, but they're not different. They follow a pattern. This guy obviously seeks in on you, so that's really the thing that you're gonna see a lot, is a lot of aimed enemies. I would expect the time for this to be under 40 minutes, yeah, based on what I saw and my own experience beating it. I think MBC was the one, yeah, who won this and blind in like 45 minutes, and that included some deaths. That was impressive stuff. Got them in the tournament. I can't remember which one it was, but it was someone who ended up taking it pretty far into the tournament. Might have won it. I think it was under an hour. I know that much, for sure, because I didn't give him a whole lot of time to run this game. Oh, didn't win, made it to the final boss. There was a time limit. Final boss is pretty tough. I wouldn't say that they're much tougher than any of these, though. Oth's doing really well with full health. I think I'm pretty sure this one, unlike the first one, is 2 forms, so now you could definitely just go wild on him without that extra health you've saved. Axes or spears? What do you think?
The axes seem like they do more damage. That may not be true. It's hard to really tell from having just casually played it, but I feel like I get his health down lower when I use axes, and I feel like I'm hitting with like roughly the same number of them.
That might be true.
The arc on the axe is fantastic though. Like, so far for the bosses I've fought, only 2 of them, it's been a good arc for the configuration of the fight.
You might be right about the spears, though I can't remember. It wouldn't surprise me. This boss is having a bad time. I don't feel like people are going to struggle too much with this one once they get it down, because they can grab the heals, but doing it quickly, on the other hand, may be tough. I don't know how you would even recognize the cycles. Like, each time he spins, you'd be measuring in like the 30s. Plague Beetle.
Oh, I can't attack for a period of time when he hits me.
Is it the goop?
Yeah, I think so.
This one looks like it might be better for spear. I don't know. We'll have to measure the damage on these projectiles and see. I think you're gonna expect almost every boss has 1 or 2 forms. More than you would want them to have. Some of them have 3. Most of them have 2.
All the goop on the ground is.
Can you melt it?
You know what? He got a fair piece out of me on that one.
I think you can destroy the goop, and the axe would be the choice for that, if that's the case.
Right.
It's been a while since I played this. I just love this game. I'm ready to bring it into the public eye. So this is the first boss arena that we've done, and like I said, I don't know how this is going to speedrun because it's going to be interesting to see how you optimize something like this. It's going to be tougher than optimizing a stage, I think, in a couple different ways. But being good at the game is definitely going to be a huge part of it. Once you master this, that's going to be a big help. Oh, you made the phase 2 pretty quick here.
And then died immediately.
Oh,
okay,
no.
I think I see a pattern though.
I'm sure there's a pattern.
Well, I mean more like I think I see an attack pattern that's somewhat reasonable for me to work with.
Yeah. I'll be hosting this, by the way, on my site. I'll go ahead and drop a link to where I have it hosted. It's an indie game that doesn't really exist anymore, so I'll be making that public on my server. Let me know if that link doesn't work for you, but it looks like it does. Enjoy if you are interested. There it is. Certainly free. The keys, I think the keys are like ZX and spacebar, and I don't like the default keys, so I would recommend a joy key. Turbo obviously is illegal, but joy key is not.
Oh, him staying at the top there is not a great twist for me.
I would be surprised if it's on anything other than Windows. It's 2007. I don't think there was great ND support yet. That's like really early in development time. This is homebrew. They would have called this homebrew instead of ND, is what they would have. And they still do that. I mean, I kind of haven't seen that term fly around for a long time, but it still exists. I just haven't been in that community since 2010. Just been playing these other games. Yeah, I'm sure you can find it elsewhere.
Huh.
The one I'm hosting is fine. It's version 7, 1.07. It's the latest one I could find. So that's what we're using.
So I will say, just in advance, there doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of value to mashing super fast. There's still like a cooldown, and just like casually mashing the button seems to be good enough for me.
I don't feel like this is a button mashing game, or I wouldn't have picked it. I don't feel like that's going to be a big part
There is certainly some button mashing going on, but I don't think your mashing speed is going to give you an unfair advantage. Like if you're a real good button masher, I don't think that's going to change things appreciably.
Yeah, there's like a delay on how fast you can do damage. That's what I mean. Like, you don't have to break your arm playing this. You will be pressing the button a lot, but it's not a speed thing, really. It's a timed, it's like twice a second, I think. Yeah, the EXE is actually a unzipper EXE, so you'll get a couple files, and you'll notice, like I said, there's no place to set the keys, which is unfortunate, because that's one of the biggest flaws with this game. It's definitely the default keys. I don't know what they were thinking. You know what they were thinking? They were thinking, I'm designing the game in 2007 and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna bind this to the worst keys that there are.
Man, I sure wish there weren't a third phase on this one.
He's ready to float. I mean, he's not doing that much. When you look at what he's doing, it's not. But it's your jump. You just have one jump. You're a really simple character. You can't deal with some of this stuff too well. You almost had it.
You don't get a lot of health back in this one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I specifically would not say that this requires particularly good button mashing ability. Like, I just decided to stop trying to mash violently, and I'm getting about the same that I was getting before. If I were speedrunning this, I would be happy to drop the mashing at this point, knowing now what I know.
Yep. We will be giving, I'm going to start the clock on this. It's going to be the 7th of June that this wraps up. So I'm putting that in now. Which which gives you 1 week, 6 days, 3 hours. There it is. That clock is ready to go. We have officially started organizing for Banana Nababa. I'm looking forward to seeing what people do with this one for sure. If you can find
this game's really cool.
I really like it. It's one of my favorite little homebrew games that it's not unpopular, but at this point it's old enough that most people haven't heard of it. When it came out, there wasn't too much like it. It was definitely at the top of the archive list for this kind of game. If you were looking for games, you would probably run into this one in 2007. But in 2012, probably beyond that, you probably wouldn't have heard of it.
Oh, I can't believe I won that one. I was certain I was dead.
You have 5 health left. You're doing fine. You could have ran into him.
There's a lot going on the screen. I wasn't able to look at my health.
Doing fine. Here comes Spears for sure on this one,
oh,
I think.
God.
I think this is one of the first ones where you're really gonna switch weapons a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if Spears hit different damage though. I'm not sure. I think you're gonna have trouble getting the arc on the axe the whole time this time.
Yeah. I don't see like a good... It's not obvious to me what the pattern is on these fireballs that are coming out.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. You're hitting the wrong part of the worm and it's counter-attacking you because you're failing.
Oh, okay.
You are killing yourself.
Okay, got it. Got it.
You were. I watched the race of this, and that's exactly what happened to everybody. So don't worry about it. It took them 1 or 2 tries to realize they are destroying themselves with their bad aim. So this is why I think the spear is better, because it's easier to aim it, maybe. But even then, and you got to watch out for those pits too. You're gonna run into some death if you hit that. Are you sure the spear doesn't do more damage? Because that seems steep.
It could be different per boss too.
That's true. I'm not sure about that. That's the kind of thing I'm looking to optimize. I only know that I like this game and want to see it. And that there's no time for it, so we're definitely giving a prize out this month, this week anyway. Next 2 weeks. And I owe Moonberry.
To be fair, we haven't had a month where we haven't given out a prize though.
That's true. This time it's 100% guaranteed, so everyone feel free to hop in and do this one. This is a fun game anyway. Would recommend you play it. We'll see how it goes.
This one's really interesting because, like in a speedrun context, you can probably, at least this first phase, you can do this 100% consistently if you're willing to be patient, but I mean, in a speedrun, you wouldn't want to be patient.
That's right. You're going to be shooting at yourself, and you're going to have to determine how much damage is okay. I think when he's crawling on a floor like that, that's spear time. That looked gold for damage. That was like 10 hits.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's the place to stand.
Assuming he gives you the good patterns.
And if he doesn't, you can jump up. I wonder if that's sequenced, if he always goes the same route. Or... Here comes the real fight. You have to shoot the ones on the end to stun them, if you want to. And then there's these, but I think they drop health. Yeah, they do. They drop health, and that usually lands on the platform for you to grab if you got the guts. You can stack a bunch though, so I wouldn't go after just one, right? You'd stack like 10 hearts and then go get it, and then it would pay off. If you're going to do that. And stunning the enemies, I'm not sure if that's a good use of time or not. It's if you can beat the boss without doing that, it seems like, I guess you have downtime, so it's okay. You're actually pretty far in the game, and this is it's getting real tough. This is top tier Nobaba difficulty right now that you're running into. If you beat this boss, I feel like you can beat the whole thing without too much more work. I don't feel like the next one's as hard as this one. This one's one of the hardest ones. And the final boss is... I think the final boss is definitely worthy of being a final boss. To be clear, he's tough. That's gonna be a tough one up
This
there.
one's tricky already.
I think this one's only 2 forms, but I've been wrong already today. In my memory of this. I knew it was more than one. I think every single one is, but... Snake is pretty gross. It's a time-consuming one, too. It's frustrating. You just want to burn it down, but you can't. Because it's a snake in a video game, it feels like you're supposed to shoot it into little bits, right?
Yeah. When it was flashing red on different body parts, I thought that was a good thing.
They've countered your Zelda knowledge here on what they've done. Your Gradius knowledge. All these games that you split the worm and it turns into 2.
This is such a tanky boss too. It's like I can do this fast, but at the cost of my entire health bar.
Well, the good news is this seems like Twitch calmed down. It seems like we're green. Nice. Phase 1 here, half dead. Not too bad. I wonder if Phase 2 has more health or less health. Or if it's just more of the same. Just the same thing again, but now towers are here and health pickups. I mean, when you really get this down, you could theoretically be gaining health on this phase rather than losing it if you're good at collecting health. Like, you're still where you started, pretty much, and you've chunked him a little bit.
Can't afford to move.
Oh, nice. That was beautiful. The big damage feels real good. He's tanky, but only because you can't hit him directly, because he's really not that many hits. It's probably like 50. And you just hit him like 10 times there and took off a fifth of his life. You could just get that to happen more often, but you can't. Yeah, I don't think that they probably didn't code the music for this. That wouldn't surprise me if it's from some NES game. I've never heard it before outside of this game, so I've never played Gremlins on the NES either. So if that's what it is, that's what it is.
No! No, I got!
Oh, jeez. Oh, at least you didn't fall down the pit. This is close. You're equal on HP, almost. Oh my. 2 versus 4.
Oh!
Oh no!
That was so close!
He got you with the invisible pixel, help. Wow, this one's so much slower than the one you were fighting. Dang, it's night and day. Those two. I would recommend Joy the Key for sure. You don't need it, I guess. The keyboard bindings are terrible, but there's only a couple buttons, so you could get used to them. I have one with the keyboard. It's just.
Yeah, I played a little bit with the keyboard. It's not terrible, but I'm enjoying this a lot more with playing it with anti-micro.
I think you'll have more fun with the joystick. It's just they're such bad keys. Like, they're just the worst keys to pick. But I mean, there's only a couple of them, so it's not unplayable. It's not like they're like Q and P. They're together. They're just not the keys you would expect. It's usually ZX and C or arrows and F and J. The keys that you press all the time. WSD. I think the space part being jumped, that makes sense, but it's because they picked keys in the wrong place. Aside from that, it's no good. I don't like them. I don't feel like most people are gonna keep them that way. I think most people are gonna enjoy, and that's fine. We're gonna allow that. Nothing wrong with that. We're making the rules in this one because it's our category. I'm pretty sure that this does not exist as a speedrun. I was looking for one, I didn't see one. All I see when I search for Banana Rababa is Banana Kong on speedrun.com. It's not the same game. Your health is gone. What happened?
I know, I'm getting owned over here.
This is a much worse attempt. Well, I mean, it's healing time, I guess.
Yeah, that did not go smoothly.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what's wrong with the keys. I'm gonna read them. Let me see. I have it here.
It's C and D or C and D or V and F.
I hope you like this song. I don't think there's too many other ones. I do like it, it's just it unfortunately is the only one. C or F is jump, D or V changes weapon, or shoots weapon. D or V you're going to be mashing, C or F you're going to use to jump, arrow keys to move, and space changes weapon, which you do fairly often, I think. I'm not sure if it's the most optimal thing though. Axe might very well be the better move on this, so... I definitely feel like Spear is this boss's weakness in terms of what can hit the most. The sideways movement Spear connects too much. Switching weapons is instant, but even so, it's still a hassle to do it when you're watching a boss pattern and hoping that he runs forward. It's a simple game. There's nothing more to it than that, and it works. It's just the right amount of simple. You don't have any special features or spells or anything like that to heal. It's just that HP over there that dropped, and that's it. Hey, you got 19,000 points. Congratulations.
Thanks, I'm very proud.
The boss will not take damage if you hit anything other than the head. I'm pretty sure it's only headshots.
Yeah, I'm just stunning them when I've got nothing else to attack.
Yeah, I'm not seeing, I'm trying to watch to see if he does the same thing every time, and it's hard to tell. I'm sure we're gonna figure that out quickly enough. I don't think that he does. I feel like it's randomized a little bit, so... I might be wrong on that. He might be following a pattern, I'm just bad at tracking it.
Could be something like where you're standing is controlling what pattern he does.
Entirely possible. This one's gonna be a little harder to task, probably, because of the way it's made than some of the games we've just been doing. To figure out that kind of stuff. How you gonna dissect this one? Not that you can't, you still can, you sure can, but... I'm looking for the... I'm gonna link Kaz's speedrun of this. I think that's who did it. Let me see. You can watch that for... I mean, that's the best source I've got for good information because it's a proper LP from the early days of LP. It's got all the information. It's, you know, analyzed and narrated and stuff. It's pretty good, pretty solid. It's one of the first ones I've ever watched. And, I think that's a good source for immediate information on boss strategy. I gotta find it though, if I can. I'll link it on the page when I do find it, if I can, on the speedbump.run page. Having a wall on the worm boss?
Yeah, it's harder than I expected it to be.
This Kaz, he's named these. I wonder if this is on a playlist. Let's find out. Yes, he's got it on the hard games playlist. Okay, cool. I found it. So there are 6. This one's named Giga Sloth. Sloth? I don't know if those names are canonical. Giga Sloth is the boss that's holding you up. Udamass, Swarmlord, Plague Beetle, Giga Sloth, Gatekeeper, and False Raiden. I think I submitted something to the hard games thread, maybe. That sounds familiar. But what would I have done? I would have done like like Volubility or something. Maybe I did for the new hard games thread. I guess friends come up. I definitely did Volubility as an LP at some point, and I compared it to the Japanese version that was much easier and a better game. Thanks, Blockbuster. I guess. I mean, I'm not sure that it was them. In the case of American game just being worse. Straight up just ruined Volubility. Have you played Volubility off the Blues?
I think I have.
There is there's like 4 endings, and one of them, I mean, the ending is you rescue your girlfriend, you go up and give her a hug, and you kiss her and you walk off. That's the ending, the good ending, the regular ending. There's an ending where you can, her model comes after you, and you can just evade her, and the ending is like, she dumps you, and she runs off. It whips ass. Mad City
That's what
is
you deserved all along.
It is. Mad City is a pretty good title. I like Volubility as a title. It's just the game. What were they doing? Oh no, the Twitch buffer. Right when I announced the Volubility's secret ending. Let's see if Twitch comes back. Looks a little grim. I believe in it. Author Blues, whether the internet's here or not.
I believe in me too.
I'll reconnect them. I'm gonna do that while you keep on rolling. I have a recording going, so YouTube will enjoy it uninterrupted at least. Let me switch Twitch servers. Okay, we're back on, it looks like. I think that server is just having a bad time. 1 health on each of you again. I've been here before. Well, not me. Somebody, though. Somebody who's having a good time.
Last time you bet on the wrong horse. Got him.
That HP. It wasn't even close. You had twice as much HP as he did at the end. We got you reconnected right in time to show that you won.
Okay.
Yeah.
We definitely didn't cut away just so I could skip to a save state.
Save state even is possible. I guess it is. Everything's possible. Welcome to the Gatekeeper. Ah, this one's not so bad. This one's such a walk in the park compared to what you've been doing. I feel like, anyway. Maybe that's just me. You can let me know if you think differently, but I think this is one of the easiest bosses in the game. Maybe I'm just good at stationary walls and their predictable bullet shots. But they're feeding you health again while you kill the boss. Like, you're going to get health for free while you do it. You cannot not. Yeah. You're just gonna get that. So you're gonna start phase 2 here with nearly full or full health. Looking good. It's just some walls, yeah. Just a couple walls and nothing else. Surely there's no other violence here. Just 2 walls, no third form, right?
Yeah, fortunately, we're not fighting any sentient creatures, just a wall.
And what if you fought them both at the same time, though? Is that a little more annoying? Just a little bit, though. You're still getting plenty of health coming in. Nice dodges. A lot of positioning going on with this one, because those big lasers, for sure, are aimed at you. I don't think the bouncing orbs are really, but most of the shots are. So most of this can be led. Most of this can be distracted. Meaning that you can definitely give yourself a whole lot of time to do damage to the boss. Are spears the good choice here over axes?
I'm not sure. I haven't thought to try changing it.
I mean, they seem like they're working.
I'm not currently complaining.
I was wondering if you could kill one side or the other. I'm not sure about that. I can't remember. I do believe you're about to beat this on the first try, though. The way it looks currently, it's looking promising.
Oh man, right at the end, I just took a ton of damage real fast.
Yeah, I don't think you get iframes in this. I'll give you some moral support.
Alright. I don't think I can afford to, like, just tank a laser. I think that's what I'm learning here.
How the axes? That seems worse. Maybe not. No, I think that damage is, it's adding up pretty quick. I don't know. Seems like it's workable. Either way, I think axes might be faster based on what I'm seeing here, but maybe not on, in terms of taking damage, it seems less safe. Obvious reasons. I mean, you had nearly full health at this point with the spears, but you were not done this quick.
Yeah, this is certainly the faster option. I bet I can dodge those red bouncy balls a little better here. Okay, I've been proven wrong.
I think when they seem like they're time-based. I think you can just jump to the platform in front of you and dodge them. If you can recognize the cycle for them. Like every 6 seconds or so, I would say they fire those out. I was completely wrong. These spears are definitely doing equivalent damage here. You're definitely keeping on pace with your axes, maybe even faster. You're butchering this thing. Is the speed even worth the health, though? I mean, that health is going to help you do faster later, so I would say that spear is probably the way to go anyway. Whether it's faster or not. Having full health here is going to save you time. Not just safety, it's going to save you time. If you don't have to dodge, you can just stay up there and blast. Well, you're doing extremely well now. Phase 2 down very fast, too, and full health. So much health that you overstacked it. Not a thing that can happen. I feel like you can almost burn this boss down before things get really nasty, except for those lasers. That's the part that seems like it's not... You cannot eat that. Everything else seems like not too bad. Yeah, the in-game clock will really help us figure out what a good time for each individual boss is. Won't even need to split in terms of the in-game clock will help us figure that out, at least. I mean, splitting is certainly a thing you should do, but the in-game clock is just going to be a good measuring tool for... Like, Oth is beating this guy in a minute and 48, he died. So, you know, that's the time to beat already. That's not bad at all. And if that boss, one of the tankier bosses, took that long... This game is probably a 25-30 minute time optimized, you know, being conservative with it. Welcome to hell. You will be dodging lightning bolts that track you, and you'll also be running from that one. And you'll have to figure out how to get around that too. Hey, new music.
I'm getting owned over here.
Like I said,
I bet this guy only has one phase, though. That's perfect.
Oh yeah, that's right. Only half a phase. He surrenders after you get him half dead. He knows what's going on. He knows when to give up.
What a coward! What a coward! That's right. I'm staying over here. That did not work out as well as I wanted it to. Is there no cover here?
There is a way to dodge that lightning, I just can't remember what it is. You'll have to refresh my memory on the fly here. Are we trying to beat this tonight? This is your final boss, do you think you can take him? Maybe you interrupt him. Yeah, it looks like you're stopping his lightning by shooting him a bunch. Because that lightning was definitely sweeping the screen, but you've canceled it. That was close.
He is dealing damage a lot faster than I am.
That was close, that was a good one. You can walk under the blocks on the bottom. I think they may provide some sort of cover, maybe.
They didn't seem like they were.
This boss is definitely forcing you to move left and right a lot, more than you probably want to. And yeah, it looks like you cancel the lightning to stop that from sweeping, so... I mean, that shouldn't be a big problem. He does feed you health, isn't that nice of him? How generous. That mechanic is not lost, just because the final boss is here. Oh! He didn't cancel at that time. Like I said, there is an LP to watch that I would recommend. I'll link it on the post, and it's going to probably tell us how this boss is done exactly. I just don't remember exactly the rules of the mechanics, but there are rules here. He is doing something for a reason. We just gotta figure out what it is. You can definitely do this without taking a single bit of damage, I'm sure about that. I just don't know how exactly to make that happen. Hey man, that's generous. That's random as heck. You just got 4 HP. 6! He gave you more HP in this run than he's given you on the last 2 combined. Yeah, hop in my Discord. I'll drop the link to the LP now. I'll go ahead and do that. In there. Oh, I can't, because I'll lose your, well, it's okay.
Yeah, that does not give you any cover. Okay, this one's a little wild.
Can somebody paste this in the Discord speed bump channel? If you'd be so kind. There is the playlist. I'll paste that on, I'll post for, the speed bump. I'll drop that right now. $50 is the prize for this one as well. The winner in 2 weeks.
I didn't do as good that time. See, the sides seem like they're really good for dealing damage, but then when he does the I'm gonna make lightning go across the screen, you don't have time to... I haven't found the read for like which direction it's coming from or when it's gonna happen yet, so... Okay, well, I don't know how much damage you have to do to get that lightning to stop, but... that wasn't it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's definitely something that has to be discovered. There's definitely a way to do it. I just don't know exactly what it is. Oh, can you shoot the little thing that's in the lightning that's moving? Do you see that little blob?
I did see a blob.
There's a little icon moving with the lightning, and I think if you blast that, maybe you can just stop it that way. Maybe you've just incidentally been hitting that with your axes. Yeah, the lightning's hurt box. I bet that's it.
That is it.
Okay, well, that's the way it's done. You can just lock that down. I think being on the sides is a dangerous but fast way to do damage here, based on that.
Yeah, whatever, let him do it. That was a better attempt, though. I've assumed full gamer stance.
Lightning is 2 damage into the sides, that may be true. I mean, there's definitely a point here where you have a lot of time to check, and it really depends on what cycle this boss does. When we're trying to optimize this for the best speedrun ever, maybe the RNG is going to be a big part here. This is one of the worst bosses to have that kind of thing, but it looks like he does. That lightning was really easy for you to stop, though, because it came on the other side. That's interesting. Is it always on the other side?
I think it started on my side once at least.
If it starts on your side, I think you're gonna get clobbered. But if it's over the other side, it's a freebie. 4 health to get in the middle there. Definitely worth. It seems like it's consistently going over there now. I don't know why. But that's like 5 in a row that it's going over there for you. I saw it on your side once, but why? Just do that 5 times in a row.
Tough fight. Okay, twice in a row on my side. I can't hit it when it's on my side. That was like 3 in a row on my side.
Okay.
Okay, I think if you stay just a little away from the side of the screen, you can run away from it, and that seems to be pretty consistent. There's so many things to look at all the time while this is... There's certainly visual cues for different things going on, and I'm not seeing them yet because I don't know what they are, but...
Yeah, I think there's going to be some of that. I think we haven't learned everything about the last couple bosses either, but I think we got the gist of them. They were easier to figure out than this guy. I don't know what this song is from either. But again, I doubt that they made it. This is from the era where they had that weird, like, key gen mix music, that kind of that crap. So they might have made their own music. I don't know. I don't know where that music comes from. You're at full health right now. I mean, this boss can go really well for you. It seems like sometimes if you could just get a repeat of what you just did, but I think it's on the boss, right, rather than you to produce that. Because right now,
yeah, I mean,
he's half dead. You're 3 health down and he's half dead. Let's see if my post went up. Yeah, it's up there. Banana Bubba is live. Nice.
That was a pretty good attempt.
I'm just doing website stuff while you work on that.
Man, you really want a piece of that, huh?
What do you think of the style of the art in this game? I like this boss's look.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Just lighting up the screen, and that's the only time you can take a gander at him. His hitbox is always there, though, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it has been. Oh my. I feel like I fought this guy by staying in the center. I feel like that's what I did when I beat this. Based on what just happened to you, I think that's why. But that's not going to be as fast. I was probably going for, you know, a no damage thing instead of a speedy thing. I think you would have to stay in the center. But man, he just got bullied too. He's still alive, huh?
Yeah, somehow.
Hey, congratulations on beating Banana and Lala.
Another phase? I'm kind of anticipating more phase. Okay.
No. I fooled you. Hey, nice work. That took you 50 minutes. Not too bad.
Cool.
That's the world record right now. Congratulations. I don't think I have a faster time than that unless you add up the LP I was talking about. Certainly doesn't take 50 minutes. If you add up each section, it's more like 30.
Yeah, time when you grab the last orb. I will tell you, for anyone who's concerned about the mashing, I'm pretty confident at this point that mashing does not help you all that much. I'm playing NES controller style with jump underneath my thumb and the shoot button underneath the tip of it, and that's giving me more than enough mashing ability.
Well, I don't have your splits, but I have the LP. 4 minutes on boss 1, 4:10 on boss 2, 4:50 on boss 3, 10 minutes on that stupid worm, 5 minutes on the next boss, and 6 minutes on the next. So we are looking at about 30 minutes for that.
Darkman says NPC's got about 33 minutes for a proper benchmark.
Oh wow, already?
NPC's old time is around 33 minutes.
Oh, did they beat it? I didn't think they beat it on but that's cool. I didn't think anyone beat the blind race. I thought it was a dead end.
Well, that's Banana Nababa.
Yeah. I think it can definitely be less than 30 minutes for sure. I feel like a deathless run is probably 30 minutes, and an actual speed run probably 20. I feel like there's that much room to improve this game. But there's
this was really good.
Looking forward to it.
This was good and fun.
I've made the post. It's up there if you want more information. If you want to find the link to download it, it's on my server. It's also on Internet Archives all over the place. Any gaming archive homebrew site will probably have this one. Like I said, it's a little old, but it was certainly popular when it was out. You'll see lots of YouTubers playing it for 2007 videos. Yeah, you're gonna.
So I'm seeing a few questions in the Speed Bump channel that I'd like to answer. It says probably not allow auto fire from joy to key. Absolutely not.
No.
Allow mapping 2 controller buttons to the same key. Probably not. I'm actually, to be honest, not opposed to allowing auto fire, but because it would require specific choices of what software you have to use to do auto fire, I think. Unfortunately, as much as that would make the game more accessible, and I think that that's worthwhile, I think that it's probably not worth sort of wrestling with different pieces of software to decide how auto fire is going to be handled.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do auto fire either. That doesn't sound good. So the joy to key is okay, just because I don't like the default keybinds, or I would even say that that wouldn't be okay, but it is. Because I don't like the default keybinds, I think it's fine. You can go ahead and use that, but do not turn on any kind of turbo fire or anything like that. Even though I really don't think that'll make much of a difference. I don't think it'll help you that much. I think it might even hurt you if the turbo's too fast. I think it's just gonna not be very helpful at all.
Yeah, I will say that a casual mashing speed is more than good enough, I've found. I mean, I just did that boss fight with just sort of casually mashing under my thumb, while jumping with the same thumb.
Well, that's our game. We'll see how it goes, folks. Good luck on that. You have 1 week and 6 days, and I think this is going to be a competitive one. I like this song.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. Like, I was using anti-micro. I don't think there's anything wrong with general controller remapping. I think the question is just whether or not we would allow turbo. I'd really have to see how the game plays with turbo turned on to be interested in including it, even though I think, in general, turbo is better for speedrunning.
I did get the SERP out of my keyboard. That is done. I'm going to do a bounty here in a minute, so stick around, folks. But thanks for joining me off the blues
of course,
and beating Banana Nabob. And I swear I wasn't sure if you would. You conquered it.
No faith in the gaming.
It is a hard game. It's not easy. But you've shown it can be done blind in under an hour. That's pretty solid.
Take it easy, everyone.